Welcome to Inside Merch. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about my 7-day numbers for both Merch by Amazon and what is happening on AMS. Make sure you come to my Inside Merch YouTube channel here and hit that subscribe button and hit the bell icon so that you keep up to date on all the new releases of videos that I put onto the channel here. I did just put out a new video. It's called about an extension called Podman. It helps to automate your Amazon Merch by Amazon listings. Also, I'm gonna expand upon just the merch outside of Merch by Amazon, and we're gonna talk a little bit about Redbubble. We're gonna talk about Etsy. I'm gonna talk about SEO. I'm gonna talk about Amazon marketing services. Just a whole broad range of print-on-demand topics. You're gonna find it right here on Inside Merch. So make sure you do hit that subscribe button. Also, after you hit that subscribe button, head over to our Facebook page at Print on Demand Marketing Masterminds. There, you'll also see links back to the videos that I post, but you'll also be able to interact with our community and learn what they're doing to expand upon their sales with Merch by Amazon and other print on demand platforms. So let's hop right into my 7-day report here. You can see that in the last 7 days here, I've averaged about 12 sales a day. On the last 7 days, I've done 105 sales, equaling $198.45 of profits. This month, the month of January, I've done a total of $143.59 worth of profit. I have had an increase of returns, which I did expect because of the Christmas season. There's going to be people who are going to buy things and they're going to get them as gifts, and they're not exactly the gift they wanted. So that has increased. Hopefully it doesn't continue to increase going further into the month here. So just an update of what's selling so far this month. For the most part, it's going to be all pop sockets. Pop sockets are starting the year out strong. I'm gonna actually either later this week or next week, I'm actually gonna make a video about pop sockets. Maybe a couple of videos about pop sockets, how I find the design that I'm going to use, how I'm using AMS to promote them and get the initial sales started, and you know, just how I'm formatting the whole pop socket into my Merch by Amazon account here. So now if we want to head over to our AMS listing here, you could see I have it set to the 7-day range, and we have spent $113 in total in ad spend to get $397 in revenue, which is 27 orders. Our ACOS is down to 28.6%, which for our product line is high. We want the ACOS to be 20% or less, would be a break even for us. And our click-through rate is at about 0.13. So what I want to try to do is get that ACOS down to about 20% and get the click-through rates a little higher, probably to maybe 1% would be good. I would like a 0.5 even, you know. That way I know that when an ad is getting clicked, there's a good possibility that within that day I'll have, based on the impressions, I'll actually have some good sales. So, and if we actually look at our total clicks, I guess we can actually just look at here. If we look at our total clicks, we got a total of 480 clicks on about 370 impressions, 70,000 impressions. So our impression amount has actually increased a good amount. What I did have happen though is let me see here. On the first and on the second, I was doing some ad testing, and I increased the budget on a particular ad really high, and I increased the bid cost on that also, and that caused a huge a huge spike of impressions, I guess, impressions, but it didn't have a huge amount of conversion. So you could see our A cost on that day was 28, which is about what we are right now. And but the following day we went all the way up to 37.41. So you can see that that A cost was just jumping. It just jumped up. And that's definitely not a profitable area. No matter what product I was selling, shirts or anything, 37% is definitely not profitable. And you can see that I made the adjustment the following day because the test wasn't working the way I wanted, and we got our ACOS back down to 19.9, which is around where I want it to actually be. So I'm doing some additional testing for a different product line right now, a pop socket product line that I'm building out. That I want to see what it can do. And just to give you an idea of the type of pop sockets I do sell, I'm not going to go into a whole bunch of detail here, but just to give you an idea of the type of pop sockets I sell, I don't sell pop sockets that have like a whole bunch of design elements in them, like words or images. Most of my pop sockets that I sell are pattern based. So to give you just a small insight into the pop sockets that I'm actually looking at selling. But if you subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification, you'll get updated when I do put out them pop socket videos. So make sure you keep that in mind, that the videos are coming about pop sockets. And so that's just an overview of what I've been doing in the last 7 days. If you do appreciate the videos that I'm putting out, the content that I'm putting out, there's going to be a link in the description that's going to allow you to give me a little tip if you want to give back to what for the videos that I'm creating. Any amount is always good. In that, what them tips do is they help fund me doing these campaigns, doing the tests that I do. It puts a little extra change in my pockets. So if you enjoy these videos, please do click that link.